that.
Well,
how are we supposed to tell?
Say hello, Internet.
hello, Internet. Amanda, if you're dead, send me the password to your kill switch so I can erase your browser.
Okay.
I don't know. She's got Glenn now. I think.
That's why I need to erase her
I
browser.
don't think there's any secrets now.
See, she's thinking ahead.
I mean,
You letting that man browse on your machine? Doesn't he have his own computer?
What sort of nefarious things I would have.
horrible Star Trek / fiction.
That's why I put everything in an incognito window.
I don't have anything that I would hide from John at this point. Once upon a time, early in our marriage, I did. But now I'm just like, meh. Look
You're
at
stuck
this
now.
thing.
Oh, Megan. Tony and I have a tattoo consultation this week. We're gonna get, hopefully we're gonna get Lady Cluck and Little John as
Sir Reginald of Chutney.
Bacon.
How's it going, CJ? PJ.
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 PJ. I like it.
I'm not described.
I love Robin Hood so much.
Here it is. Okay. That's what I'm doing.
Maybe if you go upstairs with John, Basil will be more receptive. I tried to take John up there last week and Basil's like, who the fuck is this?
I very
I'm
much
out.
intruded upon his...
Was he haunted? Oh wait, he's always haunted.
Always.
It's his baseline
Took a
state.
lot of notes for this game.
I get it. I've been there. There definitely was a time where anybody entering into my lair would have been given the same look.
It's the Richmond from
And then
the
you would have arched your back and like
Possibly.
ran away.
It's the Richmond
would
from the IT crowd where
I've
it's
just straight up pissed at them. And just scampered with my bony ass out the window.
He straight up was like on the, so there's like the two towers right now. He was on the top tower. He looked at John and was like, yeah, no, I'm out.
He
And
sniffed
came-
my hand
Yeah.
and immediately like he recoiled. But not fast, like he did like a
A slow crawl back.
Yeah. And then he crawled
I've seen
onto
that
the
meme.
windowsill and then
Yeah.
crawled down behind the tower and he was scared at
Yeah.
us. He was underneath.
basically
And I
like
was like,
this, like just
Yeah.
peeking around the tree.
And I was like, buddy, really? Okay. Meanwhile, Bella was all like, can I have more screeches, please? Don't ever stop touching me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we hung out.
One day when we play a D&D campaign as all of our pets.
Oh no. Wait, oh yeah, that's right. I'm just plants. What are you?
oh hell
A bass
yeah!
guitar?
And they play as one of
just
our
planes.
fucking dead pets and
This is-
playing on that.
No, John, this is my variant human, Sally.
Holy shit, I'm gonna play as that. I'm gonna play as that fucking possum that died in my car.
Oh shit,
And
you
just fucking hiss at
that
everything
is fucking
and
haunted
get
as
stuck
fuck right
everywhere.
there. Down.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So glad.
Alright.
Good
thing we
it's
decided.
Basil, it's like he draws the sword. He's like, oh, where did that sword come from? Sir, it came from your pocket. Oh god. Oh, it is my sword. Okay.
I had to bury that fucker, so he counts as a pet, I think.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
I mean, I think that Basil would just be brave Sir Robin. Like, put up a front because he's a big, beautiful man, and then, like, run away.
Right?
The joke is that Bella would just be like, who wants to cuddle? I need cuddles. Someone pick me up.
And both Sasha and Rhea are like, oh. No.
Yeah, Rhea is like contractually obligated to be there, or else she wouldn't be. Like someone's got fucking dirt on her that she doesn't want other people to know.
Sasha just likes to complain.
Rhea's trying to break her
so she
contract
follows
like every
everyone.
which way.
Yeah.
Howls
So what
off
is
the
she,
whole
like,
time.
neutral evil then?
Acquisition appropriate. The acting book has a background called like defendant or something like that. Where
Yeah.
it's like, oh yeah, you were court ordered to be here, weren't you? It's like, yeah.
Doing my public
basically-
service.
Do it, yeah, just putting those hours in. Can you sign this, please, so I can show it to my
Crazy.
PR?
Still working out that
Prison.
DUI.
I need you to sign this so I can give it to my PO, please.
I've done my time.
Whoa!
No,
Can you sign this
Rhea-
paper? Like, I killed that bad guy. I did it.
Rhea is the
That knocks off a few
fucking
hours.
daughter of a once wealthy family who's super hard up for money but won't admit it to anybody. So she walks around in her finery, being like, but secretly she's like, I'm so.
Watch this. My character's
That's
gonna have
kind
like
of
6
where Breck
fucking
is coming,
wisdom.
or that's kind of where my character
Talking about it?
from
I'm gonna roll it
Dragon
with like
Heist
6
is coming from,
wisdom.
which is another Acquisitions Incorporated
Make all
background
the
where it's
worst
like
fucking
Right.
tropes.
where it's like
The Lynn and Elisa guys.
in/famous parents
Down,
or
and the next thing I know, I hear
adventuring
it, like,
family,
clattering
something like
on
that.
the floor. I was like, ah, stop it.
Well, if you're not gonna roll it, I'm not gonna leave it to you.
She will eventually. Rabbit, are you gonna play it? What Triton would you be playing?
Love it.
A samurai triton.
No, a Bard Triton,
Why a bard?
because of that fish that was a fucking drama queen.
I kind of
Well,
want.
that's why he's a
Yeah.
samurai, because he was a beta fish. It was Japanese fighter fish.
I want Amanda to play the haunted toilet.
Maybe you dual classes.
Yeah.
You dual classes.
Sally, that's why you need to.
As a
That's why
singing
you need to
bard.
project.
Right?
I have to decide which beta fish because the current one, while less glamorous, will like swim and fight anything no matter its size.
Barbarian then?
But the other one was like lazy.
Yeah, it is. Barbarian Zealot.
No, Rabbit, you missed Sally's excellent recommendation of playing your haunted toilet.
Oh.
Oh yes, I'll do it.
So I guess we already have an undead though, so
Yeah.
I like the fish idea.
It's all
Yeah.
good.
I'll roll mine with like fucking 6 wisdom.
It did not take us
Be
long
like-
to come up with this party. Cool.
That thing will be undead and it'll be like, I don't know which of my fucking bad decisions killed me. I'm just still around. One of them did me in.
You decided it was a good idea to crawl right in
Wow.
to that, I don't know, wizard's magic,
Sasha just complains about
Magic
everything that gets in the way.
fireplace.
Right?
The Artificer's cart.
I had to
Get it.
borrow 2 different
you come over
possums
here?
back there, and
There's some fun
the other
stuff in
one
here,
just
too.
got his ass
I'm
kicked
just-
by one of our cats.
Oh, just,
She wouldn't know. I'm just putting.
oh yeah,
Amanda
most
back
of your
together.
goofy extra stuff came from your other book anyways.
Yeah.
That other possum was just an extra. It's like murder victim number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Because the second one I buried just got murdered by one of our cats.
Oh,
That's basically what happened.
Yeah.
He wrestled and the cat killed it.
that's what happens, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cats play for keeps.
Did I miss last session? No. Maybe?
Yes.
Yes?
You missed a session.
Yeah.
Yeah, you missed the last one.
Was that the last one?
Hmm.
No.
Did I remember?
No, because you're playing here, right?
Oh wait, you were talking about this
The
game.
last 7C session.
So he was second to
Oh.
last
Right.
because we defeated the house.
Right.
Yeah, that's
But now we're taking a day of rest because all of us are shredded, and then we're gonna go up and make the Madame Paloma.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we
A
had to
martyr.
figure out how to. We had to figure out how to make it look like the
Winner's
prophet sword
son.
killed her
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
without
So no one-
telling you.
without telling me any of the details,
Yeah.
That's
Why?
right.
because I can't lie.
Oh, right.
She's
She's
a fucking
gonna
narc.
blow their cover.
I mean, I can lie. I just will use a large chunk of my magic.
Okay. Wait,
And then I'll have to do a penance and make it up to Matushka by telling a truth
Last two.
that I've hidden from people.
Everyone knows
Okay,
you're
here
left
it
from
is.
Carlos. I don't know what else there is left to go.
I didn't want to throw it in the other box so we don't get cross-contaminated.
Russell lets us
What are
know
those?
It's
that,
garbage.
Garbage.
Oh, it's just garbage.
Here's more garbage.
that we're going to a dinner party
Bella's like, what is going on?
and Felipe representatives. He tells us we've been invited by Fatty, aka Cardinal
Hell
Fatua of Gallegos. Then we need to go take out Madre Paloma as winter signs. But Jenya doesn't know about that because we didn't tell any
No.
of that.
I can't know what's going down. Do it, do it.
Well, that's
There it is.
basically all I got.
That's right. Yeah, because the last session we were doing a rest session where I wasn't allowed to do anything because of how beat up I was.
Yeah.
And then a plan session. So this session,
Oh, in
is
the
when
other
we-
house, we found out there's like a whole like training like thing going on there, and then we were like, Okay, this is a unit now. Let's
Yeah,
give them
there was a secret barracks.
Yes, and let's give them all the weapons that we got from Don
You good?
Francisco. I almost said Don Fernando. Damn it.
Yeah, she's
Thank you, Reagan.
Then I had dreams.
That's right.
Go bite it.
Which dreams did you have last time? Watch out.
Field of darkness, with an orange glow. It's flames rising up, and they give me a bad vibe. And
Oh yeah, that's
this
right.
building is burning down. I see dark shapes shambling, dragging metal implements on the ground.
Oh yeah, you had
And
a
they
scary
keep
dream.
spreading the flames. What?
You had the spooky Mormon hell dream.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
move that.
What am I doing?
Lift your leg.
What did we? I feel like this is a Key and Peele thing now.
No, lift your other leg.
Damn it. I should leave, okay? We're not talking about this! I'll say she's the bathroom.
Just trying to make your life easier.
No. There's none of that.
Can someone take out these last 2 tacos and set them on the table, and I'm gonna move this out of the space.
I have a place for one more.
Do you?
I think I might.
Do you want a sauce?
Oh no, I have some. Thank you.
Another one.
He's ready. He's pre-loaded.
That's more than I need.
Go ahead. See what you
Actually, yeah. Bit bad.
Oh.
Try again.
Bit bad.
Try again.
Ah.
There you go. Rebound.
I got a solid F.
Solid act.
First try.
Bing, bing, bing,
Yep.
bing, 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 bing.
Rabbit, what did you have for dinner?
Bacon and eggs.
Nice.
She loves having breakfast
Nice.
for dinner.
Hell yeah, that's the best.
We here, our friends just left in this afternoon. They're here all weekend, so we were like, bacon eggs.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Easy.
You mean your one friend didn't want to make 10 pounds of bacon as
I
dinner?
didn't let him.
I didn't
even
let
tell
him.
him there was bacon.
You were hiding it.
I also forgot it was Father's Day, and I ain't got one.
Yeah.
And they tried to take us to a nice Japanese restaurant, and they're like, "We're very booked today." I was like, "Oh yeah." Oops.
There were lots of families seeing Top Gun Maverick.
I bet.
And I was like, yeah, that's what you do. I actually felt really bad for like the concessions people because we did an advance order, and then like we went to go pick it up, and there was nothing there for us, and there was 2 people scrambling to like kill the line because AMC has like their A-listers line,
Yeah.
so they always try to get like through that line first. So everything else, and I was like, we pre-ordered. It said it was ready. It's not here. It's just popcorn and 2 drinks. You're gonna hand me cups. I don't know what's going on. And then finally, a guy who looked like he was cooking in the back came out with 2 of the pizzas that he'd probably been making. And I was like, hey, and I was like, you're supposed to be having like 4 minutes ago? And he was like, oh yeah, no, I got you. And he goes, right on the popcorn flavor you want. How about regular? I was like, yeah, sure. You guys look kind of busy. Let's just take it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Thanks. He was like, yeah. I'm like,
That sucks.
who is planned for Father's Day? What else are you gonna do with your dad? You take him to the movies.
Take him to see the Tom Cruise movie.
My
I'm
dad
like,
looks like Tom Cruise.
There you go.
Does he also enjoy Tom Cruise movies?
No,
Well,
No.
not that I know of.
My dad enjoys movies. He doesn't actually have a kind of movie that he doesn't like because he thinks everything is funny.
well, I challenged you to take him to see the Bob's Burgers movie, and you were like, I don't think he'd get it. And I was like, he doesn't get anything. He just laughs.
That's true.
And that's fine, because it's a comedy, so that would make
He
sense.
just enjoys
But
it.
you know, it's he saw Top Gun, so he and he was in the Navy.
No, the conversation about his time in the Navy afterward did make it worth it. That was kind of cool.
Nice.
My dad was in the Army.
No.
You know, my dad's not really a movie person. Like, he likes movies, but it kind of usually takes a lot to actually get him to, like, go see a movie in the theater.
No, from the stories you've told, he does strike me as the type to be like, who wants to go tubbing? As opposed to...
That fucking haunted.
Rabbit, you didn't see the slow nod of horrid realization. It's like, yeah.
Just like that. Yeah. My dad really enjoys any kind of movies, but his body can't take it. He falls asleep like 40 minutes in, he's gone. So,
Linus.
Oh, and I didn't feel particularly horrible this time around because when I was started like getting like
Sally might still be in there.
I want you to get a soda.
She's gonna be in the fridge.
That's
I know
right.
it.
she does that. She does that. Don't let her crawl out.
During like the anxious part that I get like during movies sometimes, I was like, I don't have it. I was like, straw, and I was like, I'm just gonna chew on my straw.
Oh, baby.
That's cherry on my
You
straw.
forgot again.
I did, but I didn't feel terrible because the person next to me was very neurodivergent, and I was like, I feel better now.
Okay.
Like mine's just anxiety.
No, my dad needs to have explosions in blood.
She took him to see the Brad Pitt movie that's coming out. It's looking really good with full of explosions. And
Oh
blood.
yeah, he's gonna be real excited to see that.
Oh, the train one?
Yeah, I told
Yeah.
Dad we go see that one next.
That one was fun.
Yeah,
I'm
that
down
one
for
was
that
fun.
one.
Yeah.
That tracks with what little I know of your dad.
The only movies that my dad elects to go see in theaters, usually himself, are like, you know,
Man.
Right.
Man.
Oh wow, you
And
are
Finn.
right in that.
And Zardoz, apparently.
My dad fucking loves Zardoz. My dad understands Zardoz.
Hey,
My dad likes sci-fi movies, and then he
There you
likes like Coneheads. He loves Coneheads specifically, but like
cause it's a cool
that
movie.
style of
Yeah.
like comedic.
Like,
Yeah.
just weird.
Like he likes Mel Brooks a lot,
Wait, that
but
tracks.
like, but generally speaking, the only time he ever will like go and see a movie in theaters is if it's like, you know, he'll go and see like, you know, art house movies with my mother and stuff like that. Unless we drag him to one. Like I saw Avengers. I got my dad to see Avengers, and he liked Avengers. But like my dad's the one who took us to see Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey back in like 1992,
Yes.
and spent like the next like week and a half being like, "Hey, dude," and, like fucking Bill and Ted. And
Oh, they
like,
converted him. That's amazing.
it's like, Dad, no. It's like when we saw Ninja Turtles the year before that.
Oh,
It's like
yes.
cowabunga for like 2 weeks.
Which movie was it that you I think you were saying your dad and your mom saw with you and your mom left at some point?
Oh,
Cruel Intentions.
There it is.
Oh, well, that makes sense. That tracks.
We went to see Cruel Intentions.
Yeah.
Who picked that one?
We did.
Oh, okay.
Me and my sister did. It was
Yeah.
1997,
It was-
and it had Ryan Phillippe.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah, no, it's-
I don't know who that is.
But
He was a heartthrob.
Okay.
he was hard rock in the late 90s. And my mom was like, "Oh, it's like an adaptation of Dangerous Liaisons," because my mom had a copy
which
of
should've
the book in the
tipped
original.
her off.
I know, I was
in her
about to say,
house.
like, do you remember what happens to that book, ma'am, in that play? Like, do you
She
remember?
saw that. She's seen the old, like the John Malkovich movie. She
Right.
likes the John Malkovich movies.
And I'm like,
version.
Yeah.
what stuff is gonna happen here?
I think she didn't like the language or the drug use. I think was the issue.
Oh,
It's
not
too
the sexy
urban.
scenes.
Sure.
She didn't even.
too
She made it
urban.
like 15 minutes into that movie. She didn't even make it that far. And she was like, "Oh, this movie. Oh, this is She's like,
Improprietous.
yeah, she's like, I'm going, and me and my sister were like, well, we're
Bye.
fucking staying. And then my dad was like, well, I guess I can't leave them here.
Right.
Oh, no.
So my dad sat through Cruel
It's like,
Intentions.
my spouse made a statement, and now I have to live with the consequences. That's amazing.
Where are you going? Take your nuts.
It's especially funny because my mom, by herself, took my sister and I to see Scream when that came out. And she loved it because my mom loves slasher movies.
Yeah.
That have teenagers swearing and doing cocaine out of a crucifix, and suddenly...
Right.
That's fine.
Somebody gets killed in the garage door.
Good times.
I want to say it's Rose McDonald.
Is it Drew Barrymore in that one?
Yes.
In
Yeah.
the very beginning.
For like
killed-
a
she gets
hot
killed.
one.
First 10 minutes,
She
yeah.
was like a producer on that or something. She was very into it.
Yeah.
Just like Matthew Lillard was also super onto that. was super hyped for that movie.
Well, so they.
It's also perfect for litter.
Yeah, so the whole thing was that
Apparently, they were very.
pretty much everybody else in the movie was a like new up and comer.
Mhm.
So they didn't have anyone to like
Put on the
sell
ooh.
and market the movie with. And Drew Barrymore was like, and they got Drew Barrymore in the movie basically for that purpose.
Yeah.
And so she's in like the first 15 minutes of the movie, she gets killed off immediately.
Yep.
And then they just move on and go back to everybody else. But they marketed the movie heavily
the
as
poster,
being like,
she's
Drew
on-
Barrymore is in this movie, guys.
Because you needed a call name.
Yeah. She was a hot commodity right around that time.
Oh, so squishy. So squish.
Right, Rabbit?
That's right around when she made that Cinderella.
And Drew Barrymore, she's so hot right now.
Oh, yeah, the Ever After or something like
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Fucking love Ever After.
With
Yeah,
Dory
it's
Scott.
I guess you said
Yeah.
it
Which, fun fact, was originally going to be playing Wolverine in the original X-Men movie. That's who they wanted to play Wolverine instead of Hugh Jackman.
again. Nice.
Then that just got Hugh Jackman.
Huge jacked man.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, my dad would get along with yours as far as, at least as far as if he has a pick, because these are the ones that can keep his attention. Like,
Yeah.
he'll stay awake.
It
If
needs
shit
the
blows up
flashing
enough.
lights, the explosions,
My dad,
someone yelling, "Get down!"
to this day, I don't know why, but my dad will still cite Con Air with Nick Cage
Well, that's because that's a classic.
as one of the you know, top tier of the genre. My dad also saw Con Air in French, so he doesn't have to fucking contend with Nick Cage's like whatever the fuck is this
He's
accent.
missing an entire section of pop culture. Okay.
Well, 'cause my
My
dad,
I
dad-
guess.
My dad still contends that Chris Tucker should have gotten the Best Supporting Actor Oscar for beating Ruby Rod in The
I
Fifth
agree.
Element. I agree
Yeah.
also. but, like,
100%. Yeah.
but, like,
that
you bring up
petition.
that
Good job.
movie, and my dad will be like, "He should have gotten it." Like,
Good job, George.
He gets incensed.
That is
Need that.
that is one of the best diehards.
So-
It is
My
exquisite.
dad is like really into Gerard Butler right now, so I'm like, me too, Dad. But for very different reasons.
Yeah.
watched 300.
Actually,
Olympus has fallen.
No.
yeah,
that was
the president has fallen, and
Yeah.
or Angel has fallen, or whatever.
There's Olympus has fallen, London has fallen, and then Angel. Has
Yeah,
fallen.
so he is so into these movies that he was like, "No, there's like a fourth one. I know it." And I'm like, "I don't know, Dad," but he's just so into Gerard Butler, and I'm just like, "We can sit and talk about Gerard Butler all you need."
No, I had the fortune to watch 300 with my father-in-law early on
Nice.
in the relationship while it was in theater, so that should tell you how long ago it was. So yeah, that was a very tense minute or so.
It's just 2 hours of Gerald Butler's pecs and then one-liners.
Well, within the context of brutal blood sport
Yeah.
and a gauze, not even veiled, just a gauze of heightened homosexual
Oh,
content.
absolutely.
That made it okay.
Like
but,
true Spartans.
yes.
And
Yes.
that's
The
it.
300 plus 3,000 of reserves troops that
That's
no
right.
one mentions.
That's
Anyway,
right.
the hoplites. Anyway,
Yep.
Rabbit, you're live with History Ab Talk. What's your take on all this? Thanks, caller.
Yeah, you have to start with first time, long time.
She has
otherwise
to
you
like
don't.
get back to her phone and unmute it.
I'm trying to make her feel
Long time
engaged.
listener, first time
Yeah.
caller.
Yep.
Well, you're no Fraser Crane, so
Thank God.
He is the worst luck in love.
Some of the neuroses. Wow.
All of it.
I have enough of my own. I don't need any more. I have enough pretensions as it is.
Do we have enough of an idea of like what we're supposed to be doing now?
I had the map of the Twilight Imperium map we're going to be playing on next Saturday on this table for a week because I'm that fucked up in my brain. I'm that sweaty, to use the parlance of the kids these days. That's where I'm at.
I don't like it.
I was studying the board
Oh.
Yeah.
before the game.
He
Because
was getting into it.
oh man,
Everyone's got their vice.
it's
I didn't like
terrible.
that you used sweaty.
Yeah, that's how it feels.
I don't like that.
It's I
At least you don't
described
smell like onions.
I described to someone
Like
how
Ricky Pepitone.
I was getting upset.
The string of references
Thanks for
being
reminding
made
me.
right now.
I was getting upset while we were playing Baron Park because I had fucked up Bear Tetris.
Oh, that was amazing. Tony
Oh,
was in
that
the
was
state.
that was something.
He was
were you
short
there for
circuited
that,
something.
Megan?
No.
Were you there for that?
No, that was why we were playing.
We played
board
Baron
games.
Park and we added the rules. We added the
I got
fucking
the-
monorails.
I got
The monorail was fine.
I got the expansion for the game that has monorails and like extra park pieces.
So that wasn't what fucked me
game?
up.
For Baron Park. I don't
No,
know if you want to play that.
I've never played that. I don't know what it is.
We only play it like when we can't all be together, so I pull it out. So it's basically Tetris plus Bears plus Zoo.
It's
Okay.
a super relaxing Zen
Except
game.
Except for Tony plays it.
Except it wasn't at that time. We found out apparently you're supposed to only use one of these.
Yeah, we were like, no,
at a
fuck it,
time.
throw it all in.
We're like, we'll do both at the same
And so
time.
now we're wondering
Which
how
that part
Tony will do
wasn't.
with Calico.
Which that part was no, I did not play Calico at the company party because I knew I would have a problem.
CJ and I were doing just
No,
fine.
and you three, the three of you playing was beautiful and fantastic,
with Calico.
and I did not need to have another aneurysm that day.
It's a pattern.
It's beautiful.
Basically.
But it's essentially you are building a zoo that houses bears, and so
Okay.
all the bear pieces are different Tetris pieces. So you have to
Fit him on a grid.
you have to they all have to fit on a grid. Then you open a new wing to your park and that kind of thing. And so you put all the little pieces together. You got pandas, you got koalas, polars.
Koalas aren't
fake
fair.
I know.
Oh no,
You
that's
know,
a bone of contention.
Every time we see it,
Every
we're
time we
mad.
play
I
it.
say it every time I open the box.
Pretty much.
So there's koalas, pandas, polar bears, and a brown bear of some kind. It's not brown bears, but it is a brown bear. I think it's like
They're like
a
some
goji bear.
bears. I think there's
There's
some
grizzly
bears.
bear?
No,
I didn't think that was sun because it
it's
doesn't
no,
have
it doesn't have the crescent. Some bears are black.
it's like a Kodiak or a grizzly or something.
It has a short name. Anyway, I'll look it up in a minute. Anyway, and you're supposed to like put it all together. So I bought the expansion pack that now includes monorails and other fun shit that you can put in like larger pieces. So you have this huge habitat.
And an extra bear or two. I think.
Yeah, no, it was the same bears,
There were more of them. Though.
just more of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so Tony was literally having an aneurysm, and I'm like, "This is not that hard." And he's like, "No, because I wanted to." And I'm like, "I get okay."
Well, he kept trying to use the big pieces too.
And he could not use the
It
big
changed
pieces.
the normal like fun Zen romp of
It
this
was
like this
interesting.
is so relaxing every time we play this into Tony like sitting there, his head dug into his shoulders.
We were just cackling the whole time.
You can just meme it with
Twilight
like
Imperium has broken
Basil's
me.
haunted face.
He was
Turned me
ripping
into a
his hair
monster.
out. He was getting all agitated and sweaty, and I'm like, Tony,
Also, terraforming Mars, not just Twilight Imperium, but terraforming Mars too.
it's bears.
Because that's got a lot of interlocking systems that you're like, oh, I'm gonna optimize these pieces.
We kept having the situation of Tony would play his turn and he would go like 2 players deep and then you'd hit like a God damn it. Tony just looking and like
Realizing
realizing
how I'd fucked myself up for the next turn.
oh it was a moment.
You're getting licky.
Oh yeah, she's filthy. That's what happens.
Awesome.
All right, thank you. Sorry, we
What?
went off on that. Yeah, let's.
Welcome back, Internet.
Yeah, hey.
Yeah.
That's not what I wanted.
I was just asking about
Still
what,
not what I wanted at all.
whether we know what we're doing now, because
Yes, we have to go to the fancy dinner party.
yes,
Oh, was that first?
Yeah, we're like in the process of getting ready for that.
Okay,
It's happening today.
It keeps happening. All right, let's do that. Let's go. Let's get dressed up all fancy.
well, it says here that Rethel and Magnus were gonna hang out at what's the OG house? Oh, the first house we got. We're gonna hang out there with the Ascaras?
Yep.
Oh, and Hector came with you. because he was a sad man, asked, "Do you need a sad man?" And then you notice that you did sort of need a sad man, I guess. So now he's gonna help with your scars.
Well, Tony used his divination magic to ask.
We were like,
Would
Spanish
guiding these...
Spanish Batman now needs to be Spanish Dad Man.
He needs a new purpose in life.
Yes.
Spanish Bat Dad.
Spanish Bat Dad.
Yep.
That's on the menu. So shake and drink. Don't have too many, it will knock you on its ass.
On its ass?
Yes. That's how it gets into your face hole.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
That's how potent it is. It knocks you on its ass.
It's very persuasive.
Yeah. It's also very problematic if you think about it. But
Oh yeah, I walked out right as we were having the discussion about 80s,
oh yeah,
80s
yeah.
media, and I was just like, yeah, I tricked this girl into seeing her underwear. Isn't that? Yeah, I was just like, wow,
Yeah.
Porky's, Revenge of the Nerds.
100%.
Oh yeah, they're the worst.
Just all that.
It's all that
How
shit.
it was like, oh look, it's fun and lighthearted. Oh no.
You watch it later and you're like, oh my god.
Oh,
I
that's-
actually found a better paragraph to explain what we're doing, I guess.
No. Better as in funnier?
No.
Oh, then I don't know if I would care.
Go ahead.
What? Oh. Well, now I don't want to say it.
Don't listen to him. He doesn't count.
Okay.
No.
It was like, don't ever listen to Tony.
I'm the one who
Cardinal
stresses out about
Fatima
bears.
and Zabi, we ship them together, is summoning us to discuss the future of Liso, which I put in quotes, and potentially of Odisseo as well. The church is in an uproar. I don't know how I can talk right now. Oh my god. But it's probably because I listened to Winnebago Man.
You hang out with me too much.
The church is in an uproar over her words during the event we set up for Carlos. She wasn't supposed to even say Odisseo, but she mentioned them by that name and not Gallegos. This new situation is why Lonterville wants to take stock of our weapons and allies. It's still early for an actual invasion, but Cardinal Verdugo has dispatched some of his more overt inquisitors to deal with the changing situation in Liso. Madre Paloma can't act openly because of her reputation, so those other inquisitors will be making one last attempt on Verdugo's behalf to get Liso back under control and spin the narrative in his favor. Oh, I see, okay. Otherwise, the other Ducati will start to wonder if their holdings will be next to rebel after Odisseo. So I guess basically there's some lesser cardinals coming our way. And they're probably all gonna die, but they don't know that yet.
Sorry, you said Winnebago Man, and I was like, what the fuck is Winnebago Man? And now I'm looking at the wiki, and that's amazing.
It's
Oh man, it's classic. I played
It's an
almost the
old
whole clip for
viral
Bob
video.
Karen. It's
No,
funny.
they made a
they made a documentary,
They did.
which you should watch if you have not watched it,
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
because it's amazing.
You need a hand there, homie? No. Okay, I'm leaving you.
But
Do you want a knife to open it?
Do you want a shitty knife with a skull and a
No, it's gonna like
revolver?
curse my can.
I do have a good knife, if just in case you're
Come on,
wondering.
Megan. Let Top Hat Skeleton help you.
Let the spirit.
Let him shoot the wrapper right out of your gum.
Yep.
The sound effect really fucking sold it.
Oh yeah, fuck this wrapper. Wow.
It's like super stuck together in a weird spot, and I can't get it to pull apart.
So I know that's what I got.
Thank you. Yes, that. I love that. I think we should all get dressed up nice and fancy and go talk to.
Well, the event.
Go talk to. Let's see. Let me come up with a cool.
So I don't know who Vittorio is. Is that one of the guys coming at us?
Fatty
That
and
is the
Zabby.
Inquisitor. Yep.
Still no, eh?
There we go. Fatty,
Grand
Inquisitor
Inquisitor.
Vittorio.
Fatty and Zabby.
Yeah, Vittorio has a fate wish, probably. What I wrote down.
I like how you're Vodachi and
Fat Tabby
you lean into
is the ship name.
the
Fat Tabby,
racial cliche that like Everyone actually must have a fate
well.
witch.
I mean,
if
thus
you
far,
don't-
the evidence. Yeah.
If
yeah.
you don't, you're kind of dumb,
You
though.
must be.
Like,
What are you,
seriously.
poor?
Right, yeah. What happened?
A fucking plebe.
That's right.
I
Um,
assume
look
it
at all the-
because it works.
Look at all these fey witches. Look at how many I got.
I also wrote LOL, still hypocritical, apparently. Man.
Yeah, we have 2+ fey witches.
well,
We're
It's Gobi
considering-
Bears.
you
I
have
was right.
Right, gummy bears.
Gobi.
Hell yeah.
Gobi.
G-O-B-I. Gobi Bears.
Gobi.
He's not gonna get it right, you know it.
Master gave Gobi clothes. Nice.
So it's the morning. I just woke up from my weird dreams.
Yep.
Are you
You
guys
did.
trying to wrestle Jenny into a nice outfit again?
What does the
No, all we have to do is tell Ricardo to ask.
they have all day.
Can I have just, tailored Jenny has some nice pants?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
have,
make her like a doublet and everything. Oh,
yeah,
she'd love the shit out of that.
Gotcha.
She's military. She
Yeah.
can, she can swing that.
Much prefer that.
When
What
Yvonne
does-
actually appears, you'll match, and it'll be like, look at these women. Oh my!
Like exactly. Like Egan's wearing the same outfit.
Look at
Except
these.
Marlene
Look at
is
these
in-
folk.
Yvonne appears dressed exactly the same, and then it's like, just kidding, and then like magically it's a different outfit.
No, I just assume Evie shows up and goes, well, one of us is gonna have to change.
I probably would just be like, nah, just turn the vest around. It's got double side.
It's
Reversible.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, no, Yvonne does the thing where they doff their hat towards the camera, so all you see is the hat covering it, and then when they put the hat back on, it's an entirely different outfit.
Right.
Yeah.
Fuck
Then they're in a gown.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah,
if those
she just
fucking
spins and,
magicians
pulls
that
the...
change outfits like on the
Oh, yeah.
When she does the thing where
Shouldn't
she
even
pulls her
have to
shoulders
do
down and
the camera coverage just jumps
Yeah.
Yeah.
and tic tacs.
yeah.
Evine is the only person in this crew that looks in a direction at some point. Like they're staring at the camera like in the office. There's nothing there.
Yep.
Evine knows.
Jenny just figures, she's talking to spirits like she does, so
Right?
whatever. You can look out into the nothing, that's fine. Talk to people. I talk to
My
people.
patron is the meta.
Yep.
I talk to people nobody else can see. It's
What
fine.
does
I
the
get
dress
it.
look like today?
Oh, what does it look like?
So the last room I had was like the roses.
Looks like something out of Resident Evil or Silent Hill, where it's just got hooks and blood.
It's got triangle headed.
Right? So yeah.
Mannequin.
It's gonna.
But as a hoodie, so you just flip
It's
it over
gonna
the
have to
top.
get 10-foot bloody chain attached to it that just drags behind.
Honestly, like the first thing I thought of was kind of like a motif with the right roses, so it kind of looks like a wedding dress.
Ooh.
Sure.
Not with no veil though,
La.
Okay.
and it's like like silk roses, long bodice, and stuff.
Do you put it on?
I mean, I look at it and I'm like,
In a D&D campaign, that's a dangerous question.
I look at it and I miss my husband,
Let's
so
get it
maybe I
on.
cry for a bit first.
Well, there it is.
So yes.
No, I just hug it. I don't put it on right away. Why? I just don't think I'm gonna walk down
It
there in
hugs
a
you
wedding
back.
dress. It might be
feel-
weird.
You
It
feel
gently
the
rubs your
arms-
back.
The arms of the dress enfold you.
There.
Yep.
Oh no.
You hear it clear in your ear, like just.
I was joking. It puts
No.
the hem of the sleeve to your lips and you hear.
No.
It's just the sound of the silk pressing against your lips.
You feel sorrowful for a moment, and yes, the distance with your husband is so much more real in
Yeah.
that minute.
Oh no! Now the dress is like sucking up all my emotions.
Yep,
Feed me.
that's right.
So does the dress start changing color now?
Yeah. Wait until the big reveal that you find out your dress is Calvin Robinson.
God damn it!
You have no one to blame but yourself.
That's right. You willed it into existence.
So when this dress dies,
After
does it come
the-
back as a crying baby?
No, it's that old woman. You've reincarnated her.
Oh, shit. The old crone.
Yeah.
When the moment passes,
Sometimes
though,
off your emotions.
you're ready for a walk.
Me?
Yeah, I go downstairs, not in the dress right now. I think that's for later. Though I'm still looking at it going, why did that happen? And really, I know the character why that happened, but in character it's like, I can't wear that to the ball, to the party. I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to. What I want,
Yeah.
I help.
You're like, I have candy, but now there's chocolate.
So you go downstairs.
What are you gonna do with yourself?
The house has awakened, although
Oh shit! Pagliacci style? Or just walking away now? Like, what the
with
I mean-
the Escara, I mean, it could.
Is that the next thing I can do? Just
mean-
make my house grow chicken legs
Yep.
and run home.
You gotta cast it on your actual house in San Felipe. So that when war comes, your house can fucking haul ass over the hills.
I
When
imagine like picking up its skirt.
cannon fire starts to come from the bay, like your house fucking runs up the hill. Like, fuck no!
Why did I think of that till now?
For whoever comes downstairs, you see Magnus and Rethold out back, standing on the porch, with their chins and cheeks on their
They're
fists,
thinking cast.
staring down the little porch at their headdresses.
Yep.
Too much? Formal occasion? I don't know. Maybe a bit much. I think it's a bit much. No. And then we see you, we're like, Marlena,
Yeah.
we trust you
Okay.
with this.
That's kind.
Headdresses, no headdresses.
What else are you wearing with it?
Magnus is like, you see
Pause for
Magnus
comedic effect.
look at Magnus looks at Rethold and he's like, no, that's an option.
I hadn't considered that.
I'm pretty sure they will make you put something on, so at least to cover this part. I don't know what.
Then that's on them. It's like when somebody asks you to remove your boots before you get into their home, right? Mm-hmm. That's okay. I'm okay with that.
So I mean, what am I looking at? What do they look like?
Oh no, it's the antlered headdresses.
Yeah, crazy shit. They were all
That
done.
we're deciding whether or not to add those on since this is sort of like an auspicious meeting. But yeah, no, it would have
The
been.
fucking skin with antlers coming out.
I mean, I'm looking at it thinking my dress decided to be a wedding dress, so go ahead, have at it.
And so we both just sort of nod at each other, like the arson children just got the approval to monitor the campfire. So
Magnus fist bumps Rethold and says, "Hell yeah, embrace diversity."
I mean, I'm kind of like sad and distracted, so I just wander away. I do not realize I just inflicted on
Well, there's
the world.
breakfast out. There's
Jimena with a plate of food, like pops out the door and it's just like, what are those?
they're I say like a too long word. Invest on like a hat.
No, I see they are hats.
I have a non sequitur situation.
Oh, yeah, okay,
Okay.
hold on.
Just
Just keep that. Yeah.
But I've never seen those before.
Yeah, you have.
Have I?
now.
Yeah, we wore these when I went to challenge what's his fuck who had the thing, and we were like,
Wow.
you
Oh, when
brought
I-
dishonor on your
When
town.
I burnt
gambling.
the barn down?
yeah,
It was somewhere around there, yeah. I was
at
like,
the
dishonor on your
gambling,
family.
den.
I hate that.
That was
though,
when I
that
ripped that man.
There's
I'm
there's
seeing in
only
my
so
head
much
is
room
that
in
headdress
Jimena's brain.
that June-
Yeah, no.
January 6th.
She had other things to be
Oh,
worrying
I
about.
don't know why,
No,
but
no.
that's what I'm saying.
That was
I don't
when
wanna
we
see
called a
that.
guy out in front of his bar, and I ripped him limb from limb. in
Yeah,
front
and I
of a
set
bunch-
it on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I burned it down.
Oh yeah, because a bunch of the prophets that were hanging with him
Yeah.
were like, "Oh, I guess we're fighting now too." And it
Yeah,
was
we
like, "No, you shouldn't
we
have."
started a bar brawl, and then I set the drapes on fire.
Yep.
Yeah,
They were they were connected nights, but they were different
No, they're in the same
instances.
place. You
No, there
guys
was a-
were in one room having like the drinking off with the.
No, that was the week before. when we went to the
We've
hall.
burned down so many
and
bars.
it was like, this Chuck E. Cheese is bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that absolutely, yeah, we did that. And then like the week after.
Oh, okay. So that was
Yeah.
the fake, the wannabe guy with the actual guy. But I don't think I was there for the actual guy.
You might not have been, yeah.
I don't think I saw the hats.
I thought you and Ernesto were backing us up. And then while I was doing the one-on-one honor duel, a bunch of other Prophet Sword jumped in because it was in the middle of the street. Yeah, we've done a lot of murdering. So that's
Sure, you've seen the hat. It's
You
been there.
burn a
Okay,
lot
so
of
I have seen the hat before.
Magnus's looks like when I pictured it, and this one is using like goat horns, so imagine antlers, but it looks exactly like this. It's basically like it has like 2 eye holes and just antlers sticking out. I love it.
You should share that with Rabbit in the Discord.
So, backtrack. Jimena comes down and is like, the fancy hats? Is that what kind of event this is?
We respect it, yes.
Well, I gotta go shopping.
Yeah, no, that's in character. Ruffin starts laughing because he now knows what shopping means for him.
Yep. No money will be exchanged.
That's right.
So
All her nice clothes are back in fucking San Felipe.
That's right.
If we're going to, if she needs to dress up fancy, she's gotta go.
well,
get
you
an
have the
outfit.
dress that you lent to Zhenya.
That doesn't fit me.
That's fair.
Also, why would you wear something someone else wore? Oh my,
Right?
gosh.
No.
Except for new clothes.
I
You
need
already
new
wore it
clothes.
once. You can't wear it again. That's party.
Goodness, no.
Let's see. Let's see on the no.
No, because people saw you in that dress, which means that I cannot wear that dress.
So Tony, in the main city on the island, there's a restaurant that owns a whole city block,
Whoa.
and one of their shops that they have is called Peter's Museum of Scrimshaw.
Ooh,
And I wish I'd taken pictures in it.
Oh,
that sounds.
But it was just a bunch of like old
Yeah,
whalebone and
yeah,
ivory
actual
that had been-
island too.
Yeah.
Mm.
My stuff. I still
Yeah.
most of the chocolate.
I really wish I'd taken
I thought that
pictures, but I didn't want to be that tourist on my home island.
Elena,
Get it.
Yes.
it's time for a walk.
Uh-oh.
Why? I just feel like getting up.
Yeah.
I'm not wearing the dress though.
No.
Do I
Um,
feel like I should be wearing the dress?
No. You don't feel any particular need to take a dress, but you're very melancholy, and a walk would do you good.
just some air.
I don't like it. The GM's making me do stuff. There's probably dice involved. I'm scared, but I'll go.
While that happens, Zhenya is taking time with as many of the Ascara as she can,
What?
and gently brushing their hair and braiding it, and trying to be
Like, I
motherly
think so.
and
What I
calming.
do is I
I
look
thought we
at.
already moved them all over to the other house.
No, we moved all the other people that were healthy into the other house, and I have the Ascara with
Oh,
me.
they're
right.
ready for training now.
Yeah,
That's
they,
right.
they,
Now I
they
remember.
need to be decommissioned,
Yep.
essentially.
deprogram.
Yeah.
The other folks are doing okay.
Yeah.
Like, there's a few that had to stay behind because
Yeah.
they're not in any shape to travel anywhere.
Anyway. Okay, so I see that there's bread or food on the table. I grab a loaf of bread or whatever, something that I can grab and just go.
A roll.
And then I just kind of almost like it's like I'm distracted by or deep in my thoughts, just kind of wander outside, out the porch, out the door. Where am I going?
Well, those of you who are in the kitchen will witness this. Marlena just grabs food and
I don't
just
really say anything.
walks
I just
out.
kind of distractedly walk out the door.
Well,
I do
Oh,
I do the
I don't have my dice out. Oh no!
I do the lean from Big Trouble in Little China. And instead of the thumb up,
Yeah.
I look into a corner. I'm like, Evine, you maybe you should keep an eye on Marlena.
I
And just sort of
Eye.
start
Keep
all
an
the
eye
time.
on the eye.
I imagine that scene in Sleeping
I
Beauty.
keep the eye.
Yeah.
It's like,
Okay, creepy. I don't know. The Faith Witch is being weird and witchy.
Okay. I was like, hey, I got a 1 and a 10. That just cancels out, right? No.
Whoa.
That's not how this works.
Wrong game.
Hashtag, how do I read these d10s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2. I hit this 9. This 9 makes me mad. Oh, that. No, it's just
You got
2.
9 and a 1? I mean, that's...
Well, no, it's a 9 and a 2. Because I did the reroll. I think that's what counts at 5.
Okay.
Wait, sorry. I think it's 4. I don't know if that makes it different, but...
The air does you some good as you step outside. There's a very nice breeze out right now, and you get that nice saline smell, and you feel it clear your head, and you wander nowhere in particular. You just absent-mindedly end up passing through some of the streets in the upper quarters. You end up wandering into the market, where you see that your open stall is continuing to operate with locals. Apparently, Ricardo outsourced some of his duties, as there are locals now peddling your wares.
Nice.
For the dressup, or whatever we called it.
Yeah.
You don't particularly feel the need to step in and check on that. You just continue to press on. And you end up in some of the little streets in the more well-to-do quarters. And the walk is clearing your head. You feel the melancholy slowly leave you. You find a wellspring of resolve in the fact that your work here is almost done, and soon, once the balance of power is toppled, you will be reunited with your husband. And as you come to this realization and let out a breath to sort of recompose yourself, you realize you're in a street you don't necessarily know, and you catch the scent of white roses on the air.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba.
I'm seriously, every time I thought of the guy, I was thinking about Hunger Games too, so... No, but this is gonna be...
No!
Okay. I mean, I go pretty much instinctively over to where that smell's coming from.
The rock.
You approach a very nice looking mansion, but the front door holds no appeal to you. Instead, you wander a little bit along the walls, and a little ways away, up a small incline. The walls open up to a side door that you find open. And peering inside, you see a garden that
So it looks just like what I was
you
saying.
immediately recognize, although this is not the angle you viewed it as. You
Okay.
see the same manicured look, and many plants living here, including up ahead beautiful bushes of white roses.
Okay. Do I feel like anyone's here right now?
You hear
No, the murder dress
Inside.
predicted this.
Yeah.
And I'm not wearing it right now.
Yeah, but you had a dream of the man in the White Rose Garden.
I did, yes.
Oh no.
you
He's gonna
hear
murder
the
you.
snip of shears.
Oh no.
So I walk towards that.
Evine, you witness all of this. You pretty much follow Marilena as she wanders about, stops very shortly at where her stall is, and wanders into those streets.
Now I'm trying also to get a hero point.
And
Because I'm
then-
walking in danger to
Yep.
do something that I believe is destiny, so give me some that. And then I'm gonna die after I get it. Okay. Well,
I'd like to use this hero point to not die, please.
well, I've only gotten 3 dice towards not dying. I think that's the best I can get. Alright, do I actually see an older man?
Well, as you
Or what?
walk towards the rose garden, eventually, after turning a corner, yes, you realize that this is exactly the angle you've seen in the vision,
Oh no!
and you see the old man tending to the roses.
You have to make the first strike.
You're not sure
Just chuck that knife.
he saw you, but it's pretty clear that the snipping pauses for just a beat as you stand behind him, and then immediately resumes.
I think the first thing I'm gonna do is read.
Okay? You're reading this man.
But, I mean, if I find out that he doesn't really exist or some shit, I'm gonna flip out. I'll be stabbed, but you know.
Well,
that's
that
what's
will
gonna
not
happen.
reassure you in the moment, but Evine, are you following?
Yes.
Okay. If you do, you see that exact same scene. We're only a stealth.
Except he's a fae.
If he's a fae, I can't affect him. So.
Canaries.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You read the man in front of you, and you get as a virtue the devil, right? Astute.
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 Yep.
Very impolite. He doesn't know you at all, like, really.
It's terrible.
And the hubris you get is reunion, bitterness.
That's mine.
Nice. Just a bunch of bitter betties up in this bitch.
How's that working for you?
That's the pile of charred bodies in the middle of the
That's right.
courtyard.
It's going great.
Okay,
It all just expanded.
I request a timeout. Let other people do stuff for a bit because I need to look back at the other stuff. Pause. Pause
Sure.
scene.
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile, back at the homestead.
yep, they're trying on headdresses. Jimena's gonna go shopping. You're working with the Escaras.
Yep.
Roll me a
Empathy?
resolve empathy.
Oh, hi.
Box cat.
That I feel like that tracks. I feel like this happened.
Yes.
Oh.
Is Retold wondering if you should bring some of his head accessories to this meeting?
Yeah, no. Actually, what the headdress conversation got put to bed pretty quick. Now we're discussing armaments.
Oh yeah.
Like what level of gear should we be, should we be kidding? And it's like, I mean, not nothing. Like,
Right.
We wear axes as like an accent piece. It's part of this ensemble. But it's like, do I want to take all the knives and everything? And it's like, maybe this is supposed to be just like a dinner. We don't expect anyone there to be violent, and even if they are, it's fine.
Right.
But
The only people we expect to be violent are us.
yeah, like it's like, to what degree?
Well, as you're having this discussion, you realize that Ricardo actually joins in as well and starts discussing these matters too. He offers these are also dangerous times, and I feel
11.
like we're coming here in
11.
support.
I'm trying to talk him into learning how to throw as opposed to shooting, because you don't have to reload 8 knives.
Or
That makes
forks,
sense.
or whatever else.
The fork's for flair. Like even I'll admit the fork isn't particularly.
Ricardo is like,
really
well, this is why I have 3.
Yeah, but
To
in the space, that's.
No, I hear you. I hear you. Zhenya, your work, you feel, significantly calms the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
They're at different speeds and paces through this. Some of them are already moving on. Some of them are thinking about what they're going to do next. There's at least a handful that just want to go
Yeah.
somewhere. A couple of them may still have
Family.
friends or relatives somewhere other than here and seem pretty keen to put some distance between
Yeah.
themselves and Lisa.
And she encourages this.
Fuck, I know who this is.
Oh no! I don't know if I like that more or less.
Sorry. So I'll keep it to myself for now.
At least a handful want to continue to help.
Welcome to the 10-minute power hour.
Oh, what the
I'm
fuck?
Danny. I don't want to do this.
What's
Amanda? Tony?
Hold on,
What just happened?
It wasn't me.
hold on. Let me see.
Oh no.
Yep, that was me. My bad. Sorry.
Now I'm just being scary.
Wow, cool. The Bluetooth works while it's plugged into the computer. That's handy.
I've been interrupted by Danny Sexbang.
Right? I was like, that
Was
sounds
that
weird.
NSP? What?
It was
Game
10 minutes power hour.
Oh,
That was, all right. Well, thanks, phone. You're supposed to be muted. Fucking, all right, whatever.
That was funny.
Tony just farted in church.
Are your demons trying to escape too?
Nah, let them run free, baby.
When I
Yeah.
was a kid,
Toot, 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 toot.
when my mom was teaching, for a while there was another teacher in her school who was from Boston, and he had a really thick Boston accent.
A boxing.
Yeah.
Yeah, thick ass boxing.
But but specifically because you said that, it reminded me there was one time where I don't even remember what we were talking about. Like, I was there in my mom's office and they were talking about something, and I remember very specifically him going like, yeah, I was about as welcome as a fight in church. And I can't hear that phrase without thinking of that guy whose name I can't even remember. I remember what he looked like, or what he sounded like. I can't remember what his name was. though.
Nice. Admittedly, that expression is made for that accent.
Right?
Well, I also just realized I don't actually know this. I know this out of characters and not in characters.
Ooh, the most
Oh,
dangerous
my-
knowledge. Oh, what a jerk. Ha, serves her right.
Yeah.
I didn't even see her go in there. I'm sorry.
We're fine. Oh well.
But yeah, working with your with your friend, you at least managed to create
Olivia?
somewhat of a
Okay.
somewhat of a safe space, and people start to discuss what comes next. Some of
Yeah.
them are not there yet, but yeah, Olivia sort of reinforces the stems you've taken, and
Nice.
is just trying to drill the like.
Gotta bite him.
Despite the opportunities that you were offered, this isn't it, right? There is a way.
The opportunities you were offered
Right.
weren't what you thought they would be.
They were self-interested, and to Genius' chagrin, you find that the hardest piece to break for some of them is getting over the like, yeah, but that doesn't matter because I don't deserve any better, right?
She's over here just trying not to like lose her shit. Like,
Yeah, and it's
don't talk like that.
a couple of times like Olivia catches your glance with like a.
Calm
We're
down.
gonna have to be patient with this. Like this is gonna take some time.
It was so much easier with you.
Yeah.
My first child.
Usually it's the other way around, but,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
While this is happening, Jimena,
Stealing a dress.
you're going shopping.
just getting that good discount.
Do you go to market? Do you go where do you do your shopping?
Do you go to the Duchess's?
No, I'm not gonna steal from Marlena. I do have
Just jump a fence and grab shit from a clothesline. Like,
no. Jimena puts on the nicest clothes that she currently has with her, which are still decent, but they're she's worn them before. Oh,
right.
and she goes to wherever like the upscale, like where the nice shit is.
Nice. You end up like by the artisans' quarters.
There's plenty of assholes up there. You should
Mhm.
hit them.
Exactly. They deserve to be stolen from. Eat the rich. Yeah. She goes out to where the fancy people go and buy their clothes.
Well, you already spot a few places that are ripe for the 5-finger discount. Just places that have really nice stuff, but also are clearly open here and not at the marketplace because, that would be vulgar.
Hell yeah.
So,
Jimena kind of
Or you can just,
walks down the row, kind of looking at A, the merchandise, and B, the proprietors. And she picks the one that has whichever one where the people working there look the most pretentious. Or at least the most full of themselves.
Okay.
The most self-important ones.
you get that vibe from a lot of the places, but after about like 2 or 3 shops, you come across a shop, like not a stall, like an actual open shop. Like the doors are open and there's a couple things outside, but most of the stuff is inside. And as you peer in, you see a very well-dressed lady behind the counter sort of look at and is about to greet you, and then she looks at you like up and down and then walks back behind the counter
Oh, yep,
and
that's
resumes what she was about to do. Yeah, just rolls this. So I'm like, yep, that one doesn't even come to greet you. It's
Nope.
just like,
All right.
nope.
Jimena tassels herself up, and she has a pouch of money with her. That's how you.
Mm-hmm.
She makes sure it jingle jangles as she walks into the shop. I'm like, excuse me.
Perdón.
You get like a look, and she looks back at her paper, and then looks back at you,
It's like,
and then lets like a pause, and she's like, yes.
isn't it customary to ask if you can help me? Or should I
Oh,
just...
I figured you were looking. Everything we have is on display. Feel free to have a look.
Like, Jimena actually, like, clicks her tongue. And she's like,
Oh, my retail went like.
I know, right?
You went there, bitch.
Jimena goes and basically, starts looking around, looking at fabrics and this, that, and the other thing. And she's like, do you have a fitting room place where I can try before I buy, or is that beneath you?
She says, I do, but she doesn't stop what she's doing. I'll show you where it is. You can clearly see it, though.
Yeah. That's just like,
What? Sorry.
It's like, okay, well, thank you.
Thanks, but no
And
thanks, bitch.
she goes over, she grabs like a collection of basically the things that like look like they're probably the most expensive things there.
Mm-hmm.
She takes like 3 or 4 and like walks over and goes into the fitting room.
You hear a mounting string of protests as you pick up the dresses. Like, wait, just it starts, but you move so quickly that you
titties.
hear her voice cut off as her tone escalates as she looks towards the open door. And yeah, you manage to make it into the changing room, although you hear her shoes clip-clopping on the floor behind you.
I was waiting for it. Don't you know what?
So basically what she's going to do is she's going to pick the pieces that she likes the most and do the age-old put them on underneath her regular clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And more specifically underneath the cloak that she has brought with her, that if anybody else was there at the house, they're like, when the fuck did she get that? Like, has she had that the whole time?
It's so warm out.
Right? But, and then she's going to, yeah, like basically piece the things together so it looks like they're still whole outfits.
Mm-hmm.
But have the ones that she wants on her person. And at some point she's going to peek her head out and be like, clearly, you are busy. And
She's like right there at that point. Like you see her hand up
it's like,
as she was about to bang on the.
it's like, well, clearly you are busy, so I took it upon myself. Because you said that you had one, and you were doing whatever it was you were doing. So I am taking advantage of your facilities. But also, And then she basically drops the I have a super important party to go tonight with the fucking like the with the cardinals and the inquisitors and the
the so and so,
the governor and this, and like just name drops as many people that are going to be at this fucking party as possible. Like, I just want to make sure I look good, and I heard great things about dressup. And then jingle, jingle, jingle.
Roll me a straight panache on that.
Yeah.
Are you happy there? Is this where we want to be?
3.
Okay. You see the beginning of a protest starting to form, but the further you get into your statement, the less that protest that comes, and her mouth sort of opens and closes a few times as you speak. She does look significantly redder than when you first started talking to her, and you're not exactly sure she fully buys that you're rubbing elbows with these kinds of people, but she's not willing to leave that up to chance. You've put enough doubt that she's like,
shit.
you know,
Things are bananas enough in this
Right.
I
town.
hear the governor
Yes.
hangs out with weird people.
she's not discounting it for sure. And her demeanor visibly changes
Oh boy.
as her hand
It's
sort
too
of
late.
comes down, and she sort of stammers a little bit and lands on a yes, well, if you need any more, do let me know. I will bring them to you.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I'm gonna close the door. Do the thing. And she's gonna come out, like, be in there for long enough to where it seems plausible that she's, because you wouldn't be able to put them on entirely.
No.
But you'd
no.
be, at least be
That
able to
takes
get them
time.
on with,
Mhm.
kind of a, oh, I see, yeah, okay. And so then she comes back out with everything is, looks like it's put back together correctly. And,
Mhm.
And then she's like, honestly, I don't think I'm going to take any of them. They're all a little...
Gauche.
That's actually the word I was thinking of, but then I wouldn't know that word.
Last season.
Yeah.
Right.
They're a little dated.
Ah, there it is.
There's about like 3 different sentences that begin and never go anywhere. And
You're gonna catch a cold if you keep doing that.
right. She never manages to quite recover from the blow you have dealt her and her dresses. As she looks through the door and like a couple marches in the street and looks inside and sees the exchange between the two of you, and the young lady shakes her head and they sort of march on. Yeah, she the color drains from her face, but she does not quite manage to mount a comeback.
Jimena goes and like puts the dresses back where she got them nicely, neatly,
Mhm.
for the most part. And it's like, But thank you for all your hospitality, and also good luck in your business ventures. And like swish, swish, swish.
She stammers again, and then you get a U2, which is the mark of,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh boy, if you tell me about this shop, I'm gonna make sure it's destroyed.
You should have
You
asked her
know-
if she made commission.
You know that this woman will revisit that moment at 2 a.m. for many years to come,
And never come back here again.
right? When sleep is about to take her, her brain will remind her of this moment. And the U2 that she gave you as you parted ways with her will forever be like, stupid.
Dated, she says.
Right. You walked away with 3 outfits stashed under your dressing clothes. You rattled her too much for her to realize that you've gained volume in that dressing room.
I mean, she wasn't paying attention to me when I
5
came
dresses
in. so-
entered, 2 left. Well,
Yep.
actually, all of them left. It's only 2 stayed.
Yep. So yeah, you've broadened your wardrobe.
As soon as she gets far enough away, she's gonna stop and like duck into an alley and be like, "Ugh, too much."
Yeah,
So hot.
too many dresses.
You unhook your reusable bag, your reusable grocery bag, and put
cloak
those
is
in there.
for.
Oh,
Yeah.
you
She,
just
it's
she
a
folds
bag.
them in the cloak
You
and
make a
ties it up
bindle.
and
It's like a fucking
Yeah.
bindle, yep.
Nice.
You just hook it on your sheath and carry your rapier over your shoulder.
Perfect. So yeah, little shopping excursion success. All right. Back in the garden. Evine, did you roll stealth?
Oh no.
I don't think Jenny ever told
I
me.
did.
How much do you
I don't
get?
have that connection.
A 10.
A 10. All right.
I don't see that.
No, you sure don't.
So,
Yeah, Zhenya got some of that information,
yeah,
but I don't know how much of it was
no, I don't think it
discussed.
passed because like that was during a duel, and then we went and did the university stuff, and that just kind of took our attention. So now,
Yeah.
okay, I think okay.
I'll leave it. Let me put that. I'll leave it to Lisa as to how much of the conversation with the wolf you revealed to your companions.
Ooh.
I mean, again, Jenny doesn't lie, so if they were like, what happened, she'd be like, here's everything that happened.
Which is why I'm putting it up to you, because I figure, I don't know, from where I'm sitting, I feel like if anybody asked,
Yeah, but that's the thing, is they would have to ask her.
yeah.
I'm not sure I
So
did.
she might have told Ricardo everything, because Ricardo would have definitely asked her,
It doesn't really matter though.
Okay.
I know I'm supposed to be here. That's
Yeah.
what's driving me.
because the moment she finished with the wolf, she went to...
Yeah, and you got injured after that.
So it
Yeah.
was just fun because like I figured it out, and then I was like, wait, no, only I figured it out.
The player
Melina did
figured
not
it
figure
out.
that out.
Uh-huh.
Oh. Anyway, so, So is he sitting or kneeling right now?
He's
Or is he
standing.
Okay.
And tending to the roses.
Stab him in the throat.
I say,
He's painting them red with the blood of the innocents.
there are many uses for a blade.
The snipping pauses for a second, but then it resumes. There are which
you...
seems clear.
have you devoted your shears only to this garden?
I know what's happening now. It took me a minute.
The snipping continues, and then just a pause, and did you take the open gate of my garden as an invitation?
I saw it as an opportunity of sorts. I am meant to be here. That you had it open, that I came across it, these things all happen for a reason. It has come to this point, and I can only believe that you are an artisan as I am.
Again, there's a long pause as he continues the work. Does not look at you, but says, "Why are you here? I will give you the courtesy of skipping the game of cat and mouse. Clearly you know more than the average person, so why do you seek me?"
There is one more target. We are on the cusp of change, and your blade is needed.
We're always on the cusp of change.
Of course, and we are on the edge. But I am more perceptive than most for a reason. It is a reason that puts me in a great deal of danger. But I have seen you. Not in the waking world, but I have seen.
There's a soft chuckle at that. I'm not sure what you think you've seen, but if you come here on a vision, I'm afraid you will walk away very disappointed. Unless, of course, you are here to coerce me.
I would rather not.
What happens if I send you away?
Then you send me away.
Will you kill me? Or will your companion do it?
Ooh, he knows the game's there.
Does he?
Or he's talking about you.
Yeah, it's like
okay.
either way.
We don't know.
I mean, out of character, I know who's there. How do I roll
Well, now we know
to
you're
figure
there.
out what I think this is?
You're trying to read him, right?
Yeah.
Ravine
so
always giving himself
am-
away while singing.
Yep.
Am I using resolve? That would be nice. I don't know.
Yep.
Okay.
Ravine starts humming.
Yep. Evie, you can hear the conversation, and you can't shake the thought that your position has been made.
No.
It's been made. This guy's really good at what he does. Okay, 1, 2.
I'm stuck in my head forever.
Oh, it isn't forever.
Batman forever.
Yeah!
Best, worst Batman.
It is the best one.
Yeah, it is.
12.
It is the one that is the most firmly in both worlds.
I got a 12.
A 12?
I don't know. I think British Bane is the worst Batman, but that's just me.
Yeah, you're pretty sure he knows.
Oh, he was quintessential, yeah. But
that you're not here alone.
I'm saying I don't know that I'm not alone because I don't know that.
No, he has the conviction
Very
that somebody
upsetting.
else is here.
British Bane?
Yeah.
I mean, at least
Okay.
it was better than the last time than Bane.
But is that enough for
Was
me
he
to be
British,
able
or
to
did he
make
just
the
have that
inference? Because I
Well,
only
he
know
was
one
played by a
person.
Yes.
white man.
He was
Yes.
better
Yes.
than Tom Hardy. and he's-
You always assume that Evine is lingering around somewhere. This is enough of a
Those
running
Salvadorian.
trend that
Yeah,
yes, you
alright,
can
alright.
put two and two
I
together.
love me some Tom Hardy real bad.
I will say we are not
Right.
that
Have you
kind
watched the
of.
Harley
Of
Quinn
group.
cartoon?
We will leave you be if that is what you wish.
That is what every group
And
says.
it's really hilarious. He's Bane on that show.
But the cause is always greater.
Nice.
This time, change will be good.
I wanted to see the latest.
There is no
Suicide
way
Squad.
to ensure that change will be
So
good.
many like F-list comedians
Yes.
were on that thing that I
Exactly.
followed. I was like,
But
"Ah."
So what will this one more target do?
it will allow us to start the process of giving Miso back to the people.
Which people?
Those that have up till now been lied to. The people
Which
that live here
Oh,
under the assumptions that were designed for them by others in order to keep them subjugated.
And your group has no designs whatsoever.
You met us.
On this land, what we want is for Odysseus to survive.
There is an easy way for Odysseus to survive.
Yeah.
Bend the knee.
Then
Somewhere you. Nana is walking through the street with her dress being like,
yeah.
Follow the
Jen, your
agents
bristles
of
up roll
good
pad
King
too.
Sandoval.
but that would not be Odysseus.
It's also not the good King Sandoval who's calling the shots.
exactly.
Yeah.
So perhaps survival is not your goal. You speak of freedom.
Yes. But I am also not. I may be naive in some ways, but I am not naive enough to believe that I can just liberate these people and they will be free and everything will be fine. It is to give them the chance to make it better.
Oh, well, in that you are correct. Freedom would come, probably immediately followed by death.
Well, death is always following us as well. It is those who know that have to keep vigilant.
Roll me a finesse weaponry.
Ooh. Am I dueling with my words? Okay. No, I rolled my finesses. I didn't roll like that. Okay. Got.
Evine, as this exchange happens,
No sugar,
do you do
super dark
anything?
chocolate. Nope.
Yeah.
I love them.
Even though unknown at this point, I'm still gonna just wait.
Okay.
Wait to see if I need to help
Things
out.
need to happen. So many 9s and 8s. That makes me sad. Okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah, hiccups.
Ah,
I know.
that sucks.
Okay, looks like I've got 9.
9? your reflexes kick in, and you immediately take a back step. You only saw the hand reach under the next table, and the next thing you know, you have a crescent saber under your throat.
Whoa.
Fucking rude.
Okay.
And the old man is looking you dead in the eye,
And
9
then
o'clock.
it's 9
and it's 9 o'clock.
We start playing disco.
That's right.
Sorry for that timing. Damn. Okay. So, yes, I'm being crossed over the weapon.
Yep. Oh yeah, it's right under your chin. You get
Okay.
the curve of the saber resting there,
I wait.
and he says you're correct. Death is only a hairbreadth away.
I'm willing to die if I must, but I don't believe you kill needlessly. This garden tells me so.
How do you know I'm not just making amends?
How do you know that doesn't mean that you would spare me? Or that you want to kill me at all?
You obviously know who I am.
I do not. Not truly. I do not know your name. I only believe that your participation, while it may not be necessary, would help.
I was told this many times over. By the crown, by the church. Why would this be different?
I believe Vivian would have her bow pointed at the dude's head at this point.
Yeah. As I said before, I cannot give you assurances that it will not go badly. If I were to do that and say that to you, I could not say that not being sure it is not a lie. I know my intentions and the intentions of the people that I work with. But I will not lie, I will not pretend. All I can do is be honest with you. And I can pledge that much, that you will always have honesty.
Even if it means the death of Odisseo, you would walk this path.
Yes.
What do you expect of me? Outside of this garden, there is one thing and one thing only I am skilled at.
Yes. We are going after somebody that has many shields around her. Not just physical, but in reputation as well. We need somebody with the finesse to get close to her.
One more life to usher change, is that what you ask?
In truth, I wish that you can help because you want to. Perhaps the best thing I can offer is for you to see for yourself what we are doing and intending, And you can make the choice whether you take that shot.
Oh, okay.
Roll me a.
Huh?
I'll let you use resolve.
Okay. And
Convince.
It looks like it's mostly like a photo block there. I don't like it's basically like
I'm like, do I get advantage?
extra
No, I'm just kidding.
stuff.
I mean, your advantage, you get to use resolve
I know.
instead of panache.
Like I still want it.
That's actually it's a little bit of advantage for me, so so many big dice rolls. Looks like 11.
There's a pause, and he looks at you as if he's taking your measure, and says a chance to observe. No strings attached.
That is right. I will even make sure that the person that is watching you now will not follow you. Cough, cough, hint.
There's a pause. And the saber comes down. He turns around and lays it carefully on the table.
And she lowers her bow as he does that.
He says a little bit louder, if you do still intend on murdering me, please try not to splatter the roses. These represent many years of work. And he says, you will have your answer by tomorrow.
Understood. And then I just say thank you for your time and start to leave.
I will find you. This gate will no longer be open when you return.
Yes. And then just off I go. Did he cut me at all?
No.
Okay. Very accurate. Huh.
Your compulsion is gone. And you are now free to go where you please.
I think I'm just gonna head back.
Same with you, Evie.
Alright.
And everybody will start converging back home. Jimena, you will make your way back there eventually.
Yeah.
Like she's
With your bundle.
whistling the whistle stop from Robin Hood. I can't whistle in real life, so I won't try.
The talk about outfits has moved to a talk about weapons and the balance between the two. Jenya's working on
Pacifying people.
Yeah, eventually Marlena and Evine will make their way back from their trip as well. And now still have a few more hours before your appointment.
I think I go to the table and actually get myself like a minute-sized meal. And just sit there and nom it. That was an experience.
The men have come to a conclusion that we will wear our nicest weapons that can sit on our person handily without needing to attend them while seated. And that is what we've all come to an accord on.
Wearing your cleanest weapons.
Yes,
Right.
that was what I meant. So one of the backgrounds you can give to your ship is Friend of Iskandar, or rather, the ship has earned the title Sadiq Iskandar. You can spend a raids or a hero point when encountering an NPC from the Crescent Empire. They are friendly until you give them reason not to be.
Ooh.
And I think we can justify that by having freed an entire slave ship of Crescent people.
Definitely.
I also am curious if captured by pirates qualifies, because it says your ship was captured by pirates and probably sold to another pirate at one of the Brotherhood's friendly ports. Well,
You weren't captured by pirates. We helped the pirates.
I was like, we are the pirates. Yeah, that's what I was like. But it
are
does.
the pirates.
It's like, we are the Bruce Club. But we did. It does specify the Brotherhood's ports, which we have not explicitly encountered. So maybe not that one.
Good try, though.
Prominent battle might be workable though, because we were definitely part of that skirmish, which was rad.
Try so hard.
Can't do it. Not like normies.
I can whistle like sand whistles. All the high pitches and yeah. I can whistle while breathing in and breathing out, so I never stop. Why don't I pick up the talent? No, it does.
So on top of the type of ship it is, giving you an advantage, the ship history, and the ship backgrounds, there are also adventures. And
We've seen
certain-
adventures.
Yeah. There is yeah, there's a number of these. Although, funny enough, we haven't done... I think we've maybe done like one properly.
What does that even mean?
Yeah, I know. But
Properly.
we'll see if we can come up with a couple of our own, just because of how ridiculous we are.
I changed.
Are you buying it right now?
What?
Are you buying that ridiculous CD set that you were looking at?
No, it's not available yet. No, I'm just trying to buy a bookshelf.
Oh.
But it keeps reverting to a different target. I'm like, no, I don't want to go to that target. I want to go to a different target.
It's a problem with our phones being too smart right now. And they're like, looks like you're far away from where you're trying to buy that stuff.
It's
Like,
like, no,
here,
I want to travel farther.
let me
Not
help
even
you.
that far.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just the other closest target, because it says that the one target only has like 2 left, which means that I order it'll probably be out by the time.
Yeah.
It's like when I'm trying to order food from a specific restaurant and the closest branch is closed, but there's another one that's also open, and DoorDash is like, nah, it's closed, but like come back, and I was like, I know there's one that's not.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, you have a couple hours before you have to march. Anything you would like to tackle before then?
I think mostly I spend it tailoring the Jenna's outfit. Because I promised her pants, and
There you
pants
go.
will be had.
Yay. When I was in ROTC, Master Sergeant used to say, remember ladies, women wear the pants in these outfits, men wear trousers.
All right. So you work on that.
Yep.
Decisions have been made about outfits and weapons and accompaniments.
Jimena has like laid all of her things out on the kitchen
conquests.
table. As far as she's concerned, the kitchen is just her room.
Right.
She can't take them in the basement. There's too. They might get stained.
Much to Veronica's chagrin.
Yeah.
But
Jimenez has an actual room upstairs that she
yeah,
never
she
goes
just doesn't
to.
go to it. She sleeps on the hearth and then goes and does shit in the basement.
You keep
She's
seeing
got-
those coal eyes watching you from the hearth.
Right. Just from within the hearth, sometimes it just...
These little flaming coal eyes.
Like Jimena's like, there was a time when this would have freaked me out. But I
I broke her.
mean that and the fact that we already went to like weird haunted Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like Jimena's like, nah, I'm past it.
And it's like, my arm is tired from signing myself all the fucking time.
Right?
So
It's like, no.
This one arm is thicker than the other one because of how
It's
often.
like fucking lady in the water.
That's
The guy
right.
that only
It's all about.
exercises the one arm.
It's about reps, not weight.
yeah. That's right. Like her arm is like fucking veiny.
And she's like doing the and she's just sort of speaking out loud, like not really necessarily to anybody, but if anyone is in the room, she's just sort of like, which one? Or do I put this one? Do I like?
Isaac is very tentatively like
Oh, I forgot he's still here.
Yeah.
the
Still among us.
it's like the middle one, but it's like there's no period at the end of that sentence, right? Like it's kind of like the middle one, and he's looking at your reaction, like just in case he has to drop like a just kidding, the one that you wanted.
She's like, do you think so? I mean, I took them all because I like all of them.
He's kind of like he doesn't respond, but gives you a look that's kind of like yes, no, like
What's correct?
whichever.
Here. You sit down. Yeah. She's about to do a fashion show for poor little pet Isaac.
Yeah, he sits in the chair, and it dawns upon him what is about to happen, and
We're getting you ready for your lady.
he gives a look to Ricardo, and Ricardo is sort of leaning, like talking with Magnus and Rethold, and
No,
Ricardo
it's
is
not
drinking
like
his
this.
drink, and he's like,
My woman's a soldier. I don't
you're
know,
on
man.
your own, buddy, right? Like, and so no rescue will come from Ricardo.
Yeah, she like takes one of them, like goes like I don't know, like around however this kitchen is set up, goes into whatever recess there
Yeah,
is, like the
there's-
pantry.
There's like a larder.
Yeah. And like gets everything on, and then she's like, and then comes back out and does the here. I need you to tie it though. I need to see how it fits good.
Rethold, you get an elbow from
Oh, here we go.
Ricardo.
Oh, I elbow back. I'm like,
Normally,
I wish we had cameras.
because like even with all of the erotic friend fiction that lives in Jimena's brain, right now she literally is just being like, I just want to try these dresses on.
Oh yeah.
Like
No.
she's completely out of.
I'm not even sure his brain is making that leap of logic right now. He's just like he's in uncharted territory at this moment.
I don't have sisters.
It's all survival from here.
Yeah.
So yeah, he does help immediately.
Like, just pull harder.
Yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah.
You won't hurt me. Trust me, you won't hurt me.
If you do, I'll have a newfound respect for you.
Right.
Right.
Gets in there. Like, what do you think?
I think it's quite nice. And he sort of looks at Ricardo. Ricardo's like do better, buddy.
Get
Is
gooder.
there
But
like
how?
a
I don't
mirror
know.
anywhere?
Just get gooder.
Or it's like a polished
Yeah.
surface.
Mhm.
She gives
There's
herself
one
a...
there. Yeah.
No, I don't like the way this one makes my waist look. Okay, well, give me 1 second.
Start slithering out of it.
Like, here, I need you to pull these. Need you to undo them.
I see what's happening. This is like, this is how you do it when it's time.
This is a
for
training
thing.
montage.
Well, she...
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, but also Jimena is super not in that headspace right now. She literally is just trying to put these try these dresses on.
Yep, and Isak is very much like
She
I have
needs a
no
girlfriend
agency
right now.
over this.
I know, and all
This
the
is
girls are
happening to me.
occupied.
I'm just a passenger in this.
Like unless Veronica's not doing anything.
I'm sure Veronica's just twiddling about in the.
Yeah, no,
She's made herself scarce on
She's
purpose.
100% in the kitchen, and she's even close. She could offer to help.
Isn't she also needing to help
But-
with the SCOTUS?
Periodically, she's also glancing towards Ricardo, and Ricardo's just like. He's giving her like a no.
Let him
He's got it, and
let him flounder.
she looks like
That poor child.
that is enjoyable somehow.
That poor sweet child.
He's gonna learn.
I feel like on the second dress, like she puts the second one on and it still is kind of like, nah. And like on the second dress when she asks him to undo it, that's when it clicks in her brain like, oh. You know what, Isaac? How about you just sit back down? Hey, Veronica.
Oh, me?
Did I not do it right? At this point,
Oh boy.
Preto, like Ricardo does this.
Leave, just leave.
He sort of turns away, and you see the telltale like shoulders sort of like lifting a little bit.
Like as she turns around, like bodice like half unlaced. Has a moment, like still holding her hair up, like no, you did fine, honey.
Just loud enough. I'm like, it takes practice.
Clearly, you've never been to Singapore.
I mean, of course, to me, that it would be better if I had another female help me, because it's your first time. It's fine.
Practice.
Just
Sort of pat Ricardo.
Yep. Isak is looking for the approving eyes of anybody and finds none.
Nothing.
So
poor baby.
he says, "No, yeah, absolutely, that makes sense." And it dawns upon him as well that perhaps he should have brought it up earlier, and he did not. So now he might have committed a faux pas.
We all did it together. It was a group effort.
That's right.
Phrasing.
He steps away, and Veronica is like, "Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I'm happy to help." Right? And she jumps in as if this is the first
Time she's noticed.
time she's noticed that this was a thing.
At the end of this whole thing, Jimena does end up picking the middle dress, so Isak was right to begin with.
Ricardo sort of elbows him at that point. He's like, see, just stick to your guns. But not too much. Know when it's time to fold. And he's like, well, what do I know? Oh, you
I'm
know.
just giggling that the gunman said 6 your guns.
Right. Yes. Well, it's all the metaphor. He's like, you'll know. You gotta stick to your guns until you don't.
Wow, that makes sense.
I've picked a poet.
Basically, and he sort of pauses and he's like, there's a time to have a strong opinion and a time where you don't. You know what? I can't help you. When it's time, you will figure it out. As I have. God knows my people were no
Have
help.
you, Ricardo?
Right?
Sure.
Magnus is
Out on
like
that one.
Magnus like makes like a very exaggerated like. And
Cue Zhenya. Where's everyone?
Magnus,
Clump, clump, clump.
Magnus approaches Isak and he's like, don't listen to him. He still hasn't figured out I have a crush on him. Love it. Ricardo's like, what? He's like, well, too late now.
You've already picked
It
someone
is
else.
out in the open, and I am a romantic flower. The magic is gone.
Oh, my heart.
You had your chance, mister, and you blew it. Ricardo's like, what is happening? Like, we're making fun of the kid just a moment ago.
Wait, you were making fun of me?
Right?
They'll get paid.
But yeah, Zhenya, your outfit is ready.
Oh, yes.
Tailored perfectly.
So happy. In her dress pants.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with this wedding dress.
Is it a wedding dress?
Is it still a wedding
I
dress?
don't know. I don't know. I just put it on. See what happens.
Well,
And that's the day that it devoured her.
that's right.
She said, fuck it. And over her head it went. Were we in one of our ships or in La Belle and Blanche during that crazy battle with the Psycho Man in the middle of that squadron? That was the Belle and Blanche, wasn't
I
it?
think so.
No, that was our ship.
Was it?
Because
Was it the
we were
gull?
we were with the Bell, but
Oh yeah, that's right. Because we were.
we were flanking.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were in our own ship.
All right. Tight.
And break. While Marilena figures out what her dress is now, Zhenya
would
gets
you-
dressed, all fancy, and
Yep.
does her hair up all military-like, and comes down and is the cleanest looking she's been in a long time.
Nice.
Hair done up in a bun with the braids instead of loose and hanging out everywhere. This is good.
The dress still is sporting white roses, but the white is now a trim.
Okay.
The dress is black as night,
Well, I put it on.
as is fashionable in Castile these days. Because
Just firm to stone.
contrary to your home, well, actually, the Castilians love black.
Yep.
Because, you know, you don't want to make Jesus upset.
He's watching.
That's right. That's right.
Would you consider that crazy squadron fight a horrible battle?
It was. You've been through a couple.
Yeah.
There was this one, and there was that time where you beat up the Crescent Fallen Angel too. That would 100% count.
Okay. Was that on the Phoenix or was that the...
That one was on the bar. That one was on the bottom wall.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
that's how we got
You
the.
boarded and yeah. That battle with the Castilian Armada, like that was the goal.
We haven't even done anything with the Phoenix, but take it back and forth to San Felipe this far. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Phoenix is the one that we park at San Jose, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the one we got it from there, and then
Yeah.
took
It's
it
the one that
sneaky,
got
like,
the
Yeah.
top deck burned off.
yeah.
I thought the Screaming Phoenix was the one that we saved all the Crescent folk from.
No,
that's
that's the Gall. And
'Cause
we
that's how you
gave.
know we're
Actually-
too many boats.
No, it's the Ren,
It's
right?
the Wren.
Okay.
Yeah, the Wren was the one we saved them all from because we gave them the Wren.
Gotcha.
And then the prison ship we got her husband off of, that became the Blatant Gull.
So where did the Phoenix come from?
That was the ship that was at the dock at San Jose, at the Isla de San
It was
Jose.
moored.
That I had
At
them
the
rip
prison
the
when we
top
got
off
Longerville out.
Gotcha.
Yep.
to make
Okay.
into a more sleek
And now
ship.
it became the official
So,
San Jose San Felipe shuttle,
Yeah.
which
now
is the
that's
ferry.
fading, according to
Yeah.
according to Discord.
Sumimasen.
That's cool. We've got a little
Sorry,
bit of a long day
Amanda.
tomorrow as well, so if we want to, maybe not right now, but maybe sooner than later.
We'll get.
I
we'll
mean,
get.
we're not going to get through this party, whatever it is, tonight.
Well,
anyway.
it's not so much a party as it is a meeting.
Well,
so
now it's a party.
we can skip to this and have that close us off for tonight. So everybody dressed to the nines. You are
Damn
now.
it, too many nines.
You're now going to the designated meeting spot on neutral ground. One of the uptown theaters will serve as meeting ground. Upon arriving, you see a detachment of Governor Perez's troops up front, sort of running security, waving people in. With them is Elohim, obviously giving some direction as well. The area is very light on church personnel. Like, you see a couple female acolytes around, but there are not too many church people.
Oh no, where have they all gone?
We killed them all. Oh, wait.
Well, these supposedly should be the good church people. Technically, Elohim counts. So,
Yeah, he does.
yeah, you get waved in pretty much almost immediately. And upon entering, you are led through one of the aisle, and you see that a very beautifully carved wood table has been placed upon the stage of this theater, and a few people are already seated there. You immediately, of course, recognize Carlos Perez, accompanied by Martin Landreville, who is standing.
I don't know if I knew that was his first name. Martin?
Martin.
His first name? I don't remember that.
Wait, whose first name?
Landreville.
Oh yeah,
Martin.
yeah. It's come up a couple times.
No. I wasn't paying attention.
Well, we very rarely ever call
You
him.
probably noted
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
quite a few times in your notes. Cardinal Fatima Campos is seated there with a young brown-skinned acolyte at her shoulder. The lady is holding a scroll and parchment
what I felt.
and is obviously writing some things down as the conversation is going. To her left is Inquisitor Mazabi, seated much more comfortably in his chair, displaying none of the tension that the Cardinal does. Elohim sort of steps in right behind you and sort of nods at your group quietly as he passes you by and goes to take his place on the stage by Inquisitor Mazabi.
Did you order the shrimp? You got it.
Seats have been placed across the table for all of you.
Oh,
Okay.
well then.
Up on the stage?
Up on the stage.
You're about to get murdered in front of everybody.
Oh, no.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let them try.
It'll be a hell of a show.
I think, yeah. We'd be really fucked after we killed all of them, but I think we could.
I mean,
maybe not Elohim. I'm not sure about him.
no, Elohim stays.
Okay.
No, Elohim's the best.
Yeah.
He gets encapsulated
Yeah, but if we take out, if
in
we try
stone,
to
and
kill
it's like,
Mazabi,
no,
though,
you have to survive.
We don't
Yeah.
want to kill Mazabi. Mazabi's our pal.
Yeah, no.
Well, no, if they betray us.
Yeah.
They're not going to.
I thought that was what we were talking about.
Yeah,
Well,
no.
we have to kill everybody else.
Yeah, Fatty Zabby is too pure. They can't be bad, so.
Yeah.
Say Abby Zabby.
Fatty Zabby.
Fatty Zabby.
I guess that's like
That's his,
the word
the
for
ship
their
Their ship
Yeah,
name.
This game has ship names now. So.
Not the name of the ship that they sail on, but like
What's this?
the shipping.
What are you doing?
Yeah, them lesbians.
What are you doing?
Well,
Are you trying to have
ostensibly.
lesbians?
Huh?
Are you in lesbians?
I already have lesbians. Look at this
My
list.
magic is next to a page with gay men.
Yeah.
Are you in lesbians?
They're kissing
Okay,
in.
you can tell me
They're
if you're
kissing in the
lesbians.
rose garden.
You know-
It's so lovely.
I've made
Lesbians.
jokes about being a lesbian, but here.
Lesbians Coffee House.
You are a lesbian.
Is Jay and Ricardo's ship name Gencardo or
The mustard.
Rita?
Rick Genia?
Yeah.
No,
Just Rhea.
Rhea just doesn't
Rhea?
sound like anything.
No.
Yeah.
Rikenya? No. that's
Gennardo.
terrible.
I like Gennardo.
But it's also a great place to get.
Gendo?
But it's also a great place to get pasta.
I also like
know where it
Gennardo.
There we go.
Would you say that
Just like butt all
that
over
crazy
them.
dude
Yep.
who's the captain of the like kamikaze ship?
I'm gonna blow everybody up. Oh no, the kamikaze ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would we say we save the crew of that ship
Happy
Yes.
with both
Yes.
hands.
when
John.
things look their bleakest?
Happy
Yes.
with
Yeah.
both
All right, cool.
hands.
Well, yeah. All right, cool.
Well,
Jury is still out
Full
if
on
you
butt.
save them from the enemy or from
Behind
themselves. But yes.
get your butt. I don't know. No, no.
Because
Bella.
that captain has a propensity to ram his ship
She just wants to be
into
wrong.
other ships.
You want to come up? No?
Ramming speed.
Well, so that gives us 4 adventures that the Blatant Gull has had off of this list. And if we
There
hit
you go.
5, we can then hit
Just settle
Adventurer,
there. You'll be
which
fine.
gives each of us an additional advantage of our choice.
Sip in my can, and I'm going to be fit.
Able drinker,
Well, now
cast
it's
iron.
on your
So,
I already have
I feel like we could...
Whoops.
Oh, there's
have
nothing in there. He's-
Okay.
He's been throwing stuff in
I
there.
am completely convinced that Murder Gardener
There you go.
is somewhere in here
Fuck,
right now. He's here.
There it is.
That's your life now.
Right on your hero points.
So,
Here
dear
you go.
listener.
And my book.
Oh, okay.
It's because Dad's bothering. Make your way around.
She just goes 1 foot and sits back down.
Oh yeah. Now squish it.
Right. So
Squish.
you get to squeak.
Squish. Look at her face. She's like, wait, I didn't sign up for this
No.
part.
I'm trapped.
I didn't sign up for this
I'm
part.
bigger than you.
Also, we have Tempting Fate, which is transport an NPC Fate Witch from one port to another.
Oh, you totally did that.
Yeah.
We've done that a couple times.
Yep.
Nope.
So now
Ooh,
at the
I give you
beginning
points.
at the beginning of each game session, each hero rolls 1 die. Whichever hero rolls the highest begins play with an additional hero point.
Yay.
Nice.
What? All you gotta do is put it on a ship.
Well, not you.
Well, NPC.
Well, what's her name?
Lavinia.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Mini Marilena.
Mindlena.
Yeah, Mini Lena. If the highest roll is a tie between 2 heroes, no hero gains an additional hero point.
Oh,
Fate can
rude.
be cruel.
Rude.
Yeah, so
All right.
whereas the Phoenix Call still has no adventures.
Yep. You need to. This is time to slot the Phoenix into your party to train them because they're falling behind your other characters.
Well, I'm thinking of coming up with another adventure that's basically be repurposed to give to both of them.
Sure.
But I gotta figure out what the bonus or benefit would
Do
be.
something with it. No.
Oh.
Oh,
Yep, that's what
There
happens.
it is.
Just
She just waited for the right moment. Yeah, at your arrival, Elohim sort of nods and gets past all of you to go take his place by Mazabi, and that this in turn prompts Mazabi, Fatima, and Carlos to stand up from their seated position once they see it in, and
Wait, who?
Why are you
Mazabi.
standing? What?
they're standing to greet us
Yes.
as we
us.
as we gather
What
around the table.
What ain't that to do? Yeah, that's what happens. No? Yeah.
You're gonna lose a finger.
Let me distract her. Oh.
Fatima has to stay seated because she's just too nervous and in her chair.
Yeah, I look behind me.
Yeah,
Like, what are
shit.
they standing up for?
Well, I don't think we're sitting. I think we're joining the table,
Yeah,
and they
you're
stand as
basically
we...
going on the
Yeah,
aisle.
and I look
the
behind me
tables
and be like,
Yeah,
why,
okay.
why are we standing?
Oh, Zhenya gives a very courtly military bow and greets them by their rank and blah blah blah. She's role playing the part right now. She's feeling fancy.
Jimena curtsies, but it's not very. It's
Kind of wobbly.
it's a little wobbly.
It's a little bit like a jello.
What are the chairs like?
High backed.
Are they chairs that he can turn around so he's sitting on it like...
Is he gonna write it?
I'm gonna rap with the
Kinda. Yeah, what are the, how high are the
master
backs?
No, no arms. The back is, you know. You could sit backward on one of those. It will arrive a little high.
No, okay, yeah.
But-
I was wondering how high back they were.
Yeah, they're nicer chairs. So
Curtsies are done.
Yeah, as I sort of nod at the acknowledgement.
Perez is being fairly formal. Mazabi is not.
Man, Mazabi,
That's
like,
normal.
He's totally on vacation now.
Yeah.
It's obvious.
Man, he
super
must have gotten
chill.
some. Damn.
Oh, and
Is
Zabi
there-
gets a big hug from Zhenya.
Is there any... So it's just this
Who's
table.
Zabi?
Yep.
There's no one in the audience.
No, no. Although you do see
sure
a
this
few
Zabi
of
Chill.
Perez's people, like sort of walking around, and there's a few church folks as well miling about. But the stage itself is sort of off limits, except for this group.
Yeah, no, the chair question was actually, once we all get seated, I promptly take off the headdress and stick it on the back of the chair.
Yeah,
So it's
it's
staring at you
just
too.
sort
It's
of
high enough that you got the antler sort of propped behind you.
sort of a Gaston vibe.
Yeah. There's chairs for you all. Although Magnus and Ricardo stay standing, like some of the other folks that are.
I should have remembered this, but could I have brought Aurelia with me?
Yes.
Okay. I should have remembered that because like I wanted her to help with the whole medical villain situation. She should be around. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Got a
look-
third one for the kid table.
I keep looking up at I'm like
Yeah.
I'm like why are they standing? Don't we have a table? What you're making me nervous, Magnus. What? Sit down. Strap down. Do they have a table or is it
Some of
just
the other folks are standing. Like I want some of our folks to be standing too.
Zhenya pats her knee. Looks at Ricardo.
Nice.
I'm like
Wow. Who does it in
I'm
a
like-
heartbeat?
I'm like a such and such, like I named some weird folklore creature
He looks
from Vestin lore that I'm like that just stands there eating, looming at the fire. Well, go stand by the proscenium then, even though Rethel would not know the word proscenium.
Right.
Go stand by the wall over there then.
Yeah.
Do it right.
He sort of indicates like Elohim was also standing, right? Like,
I was like, he was doing it.
yeah, it's like he's
I was just following Elohim, man.
exactly.
Cool kids are doing
Just balancing it out. Now,
You're
Well,
just
this
as
time
pretty
we-
and impressive as the others. Yes.
yeah. So Ricardo's now seated.
Go hold up the wall. Gotta make it weird in front of the heathens. Thanks.
I just tell Aurelia to keep track of what's happening.
Do I have a companion?
Aurelia
Everybody
also-
else has a companion.
Did you bring Azek?
I guess.
Yeah, everybody's gotta have
Yeah,
one.
Isaac
Yeah.
We all
Isaac is
do.
dressed to the nines
Got
and
him on a
he's
leash.
Yeah.
feels very out of place.
But it's one of those like kid backpack ones.
And every so often I look over and I just chuckle and say practice.
Right. A couple of times as you are in this conversation, like you feel yourself like tugged back as Isaac reaches the end of the leash.
Slowly trying to
It's
get
not
at something
bad.
dangerous at the edge of the court.
Like, no, that's why we have this. Get that out of your mouth.
Yeah, Aurelia pulls quill and parchment as well.
I'm stenographer.
Oh no, evidence. That's a bad idea.
It's probably something that she did for former.
Actually, I think in character, Rethel will be like, "Oh no, for evidence." I don't think that's a great idea for this conversation.
Well, now Aurelia can be like, but that other person was doing it first.
Well, there's a chuckle at the table, albeit a slightly nervous one.
Right? It's like as if we all didn't come here to discuss treason of some sort to some degree.
That men's penis.
Oh, we're doing sketchings? What?
Yep. Well, somebody went out like real fast there. I immediately found
sorry. I thought we were still talking about the
You wrote
game.
character.
I really,
I was like, are you just doing doodles? I like it.
Yeah, Aurealia's
Right.
like trying to guess who has the biggest penis, and obviously it's Elohim.
it's
Come on,
clearly
people.
Fatima.
That's what yeah, she's the one really.
No contest.
Yeah, she needs 2 chairs.
It's like an ottoman.
Right? Yeah.
Wow.
Just let me
Wait a
rest-
minute, though.
let me
Are you
just
sure
rest
it's
this on
big, or is this like elephantitis? We need to know because I do much serious.
A and B,
Right.
but you
It's up
know,
the cusp.
Zombie's a freak, so it works for him.
I've seen hentai.
Yeah.
And they got the church thing going. Like it's a whole theme. It's a
Yep.
yeah. It's
I
we're
think
already.
I've seen that hentai.
Yeah, I think we've all seen it.
Probably. I haven't.
All right,
I'm gonna say it every time.
I'll send you the link.
No thanks.
No, I got you.
No, I had a buddy in high school that was like obsessed with trying to get me to watch hentai, and I'm like,
Gross.
not even just like with me, just like would send me home with it, and I'm like, no,
Well, that's how you,
no,
Why?
thank you.
No, that's why you got to be subtle about it and send it. And
I had a friend in high school who would just sit on
I
her
watched this
laptop.
movie where this nerd talked a girl into showing them her underwear. It was so funny.
Oh god.
yeah, it was great.
I had a friend in high school who used to just like, she would just sit at lunch with her laptop. Just there at school, fucking hentai. And we'd be like, hey Terry, what are you? No.
Yeah.
Walking away from that.
Terry's busy.
Right.
Leave a number, she'll call you back.
I don't understand watching this stuff in public places. Like, what?
No.
No thanks.
No, I don't.
And in groups.
One of my
Yes.
favorite features on one of the anime YouTube channels I found was anime you shouldn't watch it. Good anime you shouldn't watch in public, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah. No, I've definitely been in private parties where just groups of people just watching
Yeah.
porn movies
Yeah.
and for an uncomfortably long time. And I was like, this is
No.
we're past the point where this is a joke now.
Well, eventually
Yeah.
you start to wonder: is somebody doing this because they want to see if anyone's down? Like, I mean, this is a test.
You know what? I feel like there's some of
Wait
that.
for the last two standing, and
right,
then you
yeah.
have sex.
There's a testing the water.
There
Like,
is-
wouldn't it
there-
be funny if
we all just like kissed.
right, basically,
you know.
Yeah.
basically.
Have you ever wanted to do a circle jerk? You know, just I thought I'd ask.
No, I really do think it's one or the other.
Yeah.
Where it's like, guys, let's all make fun of this because it's ridiculous, and then but there's actually it might even be both. Where there's just like,
Right.
haha, but
I mean, especially back
What-
when you couldn't just talk about being gay.
what if we held hands though?
Right. We have this to unite us.
Yeah.
I don't remember how we got here.
How many?
You're sitting at this table. That's how we got here.
Oh, I
We're
talked
playing
about
D&D,
his
we're
penis,
playing-
and
You
then we
made
talked
that
about-
fucking life choices
playing
like
games
8 years
together,
ago,
yeah.
and now here we are.
Hey, let me derail entirely. Would you say we've defeated 5 ships in naval combat?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I mean,
or rather, would you say that the blatant gull has defeated 5 ships in
I
combat?
mean, yeah, because we
The
fought like
Black Gold
Probably.
3
present
with
for
the.
it.
Well, yeah, definitely. The
I would
3
count
and-
capture as that, so yes, definitely.
Hell yeah, there we go. We've got 6 now because that makes 5, and then adventure.
You got a ship bookkeeper now, which is so in theme because that's what Rethel does.
wow, look at you.
Tony's LARPing right now, and he's not.
Fuck.
He's not fucking owning up to it. But
I
that's
looked down and suddenly I had pointy shoes on. What the fuck?
You have sandbags too? Are y'all fireball and throw them at me?
Shut up. They film with birdseed in case they break open so it doesn't kill the wildlife. Shut up.
Where's your App 5
Yeah,
badge?
exactly.
Tony?
That's what I was thinking. Or your Op Zero if you're jumping on.
You have to act like I'm hot.
That's right.
That's so uncomfortable. Why doesn't the LARP just not have appearance as a stat?
Well,
Because it's something you gotta track, because it's something that
yeah, because it's White Wolf. You make it happen, it's White Wolf.
You know, yeah, what really makes me embarrassed for humanity is the idea of there being exalted LARPs. I mean, how? What?
Well,
Yeah.
where
There's a alert for everything.
How
know-
do
you
do
know-
that?
you know that was filled
How
with
do they make the anima banners?
fucking
Probably
out of
sad.
shape nerds doing kung fu moves.
It all just looks like Star Wars kids, like all of
basically.
it.
As far as the eye can see.
Yeah, let me try it. Sure, fuck it. Yeah. I gotta practice my concertina.
It's about time.
Cool.
Okay, so we're seated.
So once we look like a squadron of Spitfires,
Yep.
we're all doing big arms at the table.
And we all have our
Two
like
big arms,
follower.
two big arms.
We each brought 1 second, just in case we break out into a duel.
Into several duels.
All at the same time.
Several concurrent duels.
It's like so many duels were declared at once that this is not a magic stack. Like we gotta resolve
Oh
them.
my god.
We gotta resolve them.
You want to talk about some nerdy, sweaty
right?
bullshit. Yeah, there we go.
Now we gotta resolve them in order.
Man.
We have to call Jared. He'll tell us how to do it.
It's
Oh,
last
no.
in, first out. Fine.
Right.
You got one right here?
Got a phone
Hey
friend.
Jared, we got a question.
Judge! Sorry.
Jared, how do we magic?
The
Well,
to the surprise
Also
of
don't do
pretty
that.
much no one, the owner of Vampire Battle Mansion is really happy about his current commander deck, and that their new shop is so close to Channel Fireball because he can just go hop into a pickup game whenever he wants.
nice.
Yes, the Channel
I
Fireball.
hate Fennel
yeah.
Shireball.
Fanny Charball.
Charball. Fanny Charball.
Yeah,
don't know what
the
happened
British
there.
pronunciation. Yeah. But, you know, being able to play Magic whenever you want, that's nice.
I
That
remember
part's
when they
fun.
were still superstars and that fucking
Right? In downtown?
that like where like
Yeah.
old like
Yeah.
used to be a garage in
Yeah,
downtown.
they haven't improved much in their last 2 moves. Anyway, cool.
Pretty sure Amanda's asleep now, but
Yeah,
that's fine.
Amanda
Oh, no, Amanda
probably
died.
tapped out. Amanda died.
Amanda died a while ago.
You said you have an early start tomorrow morning, so do we want to get into this? Or
No,
do we
I
pause
feel like
here?
we keep.
At this point,
It's been so
Yeah.
long since we've
we're
been together.
sidelining. It's been a while since we're
Yeah.
all at this table, so we can keep the meat for next session.
Hey, you brought it back!
Yep.
I definitely want the ambassador to Avalon and the Isle
Yep.
to
Oh yeah,
be
yeah, yeah.
present for this negotiation.
Totally, because that might factor in as well.
Yeah, because that is definitely a strong component that we
Yes.
haven't had to lean on yet, because we want to save our cooldowns for the most
Alright.
dire time.
So give yourself a 3 XP. Woo! We will pause here and start at this chat.
I agree.
No, Jesus!
She lives.
She needed to stay for the XP.
Look, I mean, look at this. I got 4 hero points. I got 3
Now we
lashes.
settle.
Holy
Look
shit.
at this. Look at this. Finally,
Yeah.
I'm ready
somewhere
to just
that-
rack them all up again there.
When we did this last, Bella 100% operated the stream for a second. She's pressed some keys.
Butt's about to do it again too. Oh, careful!
Oh, there we go.
She will murder. She will murder any hand. Yeah.
With no cape.
Yeah, no pressure. If you want something extra to do, figure out a way I can spend XP on ships. No pressure. All right.
Do ships have stats? I mean, just give
Yes,
them
they do.
stats.
Yeah, they do.
They're just raising the same way, right?
Oh, they don't have stats the same way players have stats.
Yeah, not quite.
It's a little funky.
Like you can't give them dots.
I think they do have some dots. Something I forget. I'm still figuring it out. All right, say goodnight, internet.
Lisa, you weren't here when I showed this to people.